all I've got.
Yeah. Okay. Final question, question 7. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product?
I think, looking back, working on the rough cut, like the first kind of thing we did was the best thing we could have done, because we got to experiment with it and kind of try out different ideas. And without that, we couldn't have got to the stage we are now, going for it and just straight away without trying to practice different things and styles.
Yeah.
Trying to get some sounds from cars and bikes and all these things. So editing those in and learning from our mistakes was probably the best bit.
Yeah.
I think the main problem we had was the continuity at the beginning, trying to make sure the walking speed was correct around corners, and when I turned my head in one scene you could see it reflected in the other scene, so you could tell what he was doing and going to do, instead of running and skipping in one scene, which I had a bit of a problem with when I had to run away.
Oh yeah.
And very helpful.
Yeah. What I learned was to be a lot more organised.
Yeah.
I remember when we were doing the first task, our storyboards would just be a few pictures, literally.
Yeah.
And
pictures.
Yeah. And then our first rough cut came, and it was a few more pictures, but not really enough. And then in our final one, we've just planned everything really solidly.
A lot of pictures, a lot of details.
Yeah.
Props.
It's surprising how much goes into it.
And our scripture as well. I think our mise en scene, which has become a huge part of this film, with the kind of alien aspect, is quite large. Like there's a certain yellow police tape we drive past, which kind of needs to be shown in the camera shot, but not like the main bit you need to focus on. You need the car going past in the background. So we've kind of learned how to lay the camera in and different effects to use to show what we're trying to show the audience without actually making the character go out and interact with it. Which I think's quite an achievement.
Yeah. In the very, very first preliminary task we did, because we did it twice, we filmed it twice. The first time was me directing, which I'm not a very good director. It's very challenging and demanding. But because I'm a photography student, using the camera and framing sort of shots became a lot more naturally to me, which was what I ended up doing most of the time.
Which it works well.
Yeah. And it's also the stuff we said before, the technology, the big learning curve of using Final Cut.
And I think with Chris kind of using the camera mostly and kind of aiming at the shots, I got a chance to step back and look at all the aspects of what we can do in this film, like different styles and creativity. So I could then go back to Chris and kind of talk to him about different things, like using a car or motorbike, and kind of get myself out of the picture to look at everything in our storyboard and different ideas.
Yeah.
Which works well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening. This has been Chris and Dan.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed the video.